Okay, once you've gotten your pinch pot formed and it's sat up a little bit, you don't want to do this whenever your clay is really plastic and it's really soft because it'll change the shape. Also, if your pot weebles a little bit, you can just gently tap it to get it to be a flat base, but you don't want to slam it onto the table because that could cause some problems and just flatten your clay out. You'll just have like a bowl or a plate instead of a pot. So for the paddling part, we have two types of paddles. One's a larger one that looks like this. Okay, this works well for larger pots or for whenever you're putting your dome lid pinch pot together. And we have a smaller one. We have a few that would create designs if you paddled with them, and you can use those if you want to design. But the purpose of paddling is to get the fingertip marks that you might see on the side of your clay here, to get those out. Please be mature in class while you're paddling. You don't need to reference about how you're spanking the pot or anything like that. And what you're going to do is you just take the paddle and you're just going to tap the side of the bowl. Okay? Now you can hopefully see in the video that the fingertip marks are coming out. And you can see my hand is on the inside here helping to support the pot, because if you have it like this and you're just hitting it like that, it's going to change the shape and you don't want that. This could also give your pot a little bit more height. And I'm also resting the pot on the table. Okay, so this isn't quite leather hard. It's a little bit in between leather hard and the plastic clay. Then the next step is going to be ribbing it. So we have these plastic ribs that look like this, and it's not a requirement to paddle and to rib your pot, but if you want it to get really smooth, you want to do this. So you can take your rib, and if you're using the outside, you want to use the flat side. And what you're going to do, once again, I'm supporting the inside of the pot with my left hand, ribbing with the right hand. If you're left-handed, it'll be the opposite. And then I'm just going to scrape this along the outside, not with a lot of force. And this also helps to get rid of the finger marks, get your pot nice and smooth. Okay, then you can always go back and kind of paddle it a little bit if you notice that there's some spots where it might have messed it up some. Or you can even just smooth it out with your finger or thumb. Okay, now the inside, if there are lots of fingertip marks on the inside and you don't like how that looks, you can hold it on the inside or the outside with your hand and use the curved part and go on the inside and smooth this out. It'll leave little marks in there like that. There's little marks in there you might see. Don't stress about those. You can smooth those out when you're done. Okay, and then once again you can smooth those areas out where there's the jagged pieces with your finger, or you can take a wrung out sponge and smooth it out that way also. Okay, just be careful you don't get your clay too wet.